Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The slot man in motion right. Throwing first play is Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells him,
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and 10 is Conner.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now from Murray. This will be swung out here for Conner. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cards are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To try again after the sack, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. The good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From just shy of midfield, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Murray going to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Cardinals had 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. It's Eckler again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Eckler
trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll give to Spiller, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his third rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14.
Fix the score. Cardinals 22. Chargers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
That'll give them 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Prater on to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before half for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for Connor. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
out of the gun. Eckler running it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and a couple. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. The Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And some space here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 42, Cardinals 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big play that time on the catch and run. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Swim. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Come back. Hey.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This is caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Herbert now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On 2nd and goal. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff. It's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Carter, 59 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Murray, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.